The police have launched a criminal inquiry into allegations of anti-Semitic hate crime in the Labour Party. The investigation relates to a leaked dossier given to the Metropolitan Police Commissioner, Cressida Dick, by LBC Radio. It's reported to include a total of 45 cases of alleged anti-Semitism by Labour members. Sky's People and Politics correspondent Nick Martin reports.
Any response at all about the police investigation?
Good morning, how nice to see you.
Jeremy Corbyn said very little as he left home this morning, and that's perhaps not a surprise, because allegations of hate crimes within his party are a serious matter. They're now a police matter. It goes back to September when the Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police, Cressida Dick, was interviewed on the London radio station LBC.
Well, I've got the documents, should you so request. So we did this morning.
We need to take a report, if there is a report to be made, after the programme.
After the interview, the station handed what it said was a folder, the contents potentially damning.
Inside the folder, up to 45 cases of alleged anti-Semitism by Labour members or activists. The data itself compiled from within inside the Labour Party. But we understand the first the police knew of this dossier was when it was leaked to LBC, and LBC passed it on to them.
That's led to one big question. If Labour had details of allegations, why didn't they pass them on to the police?
I'm absolutely astonished that it's taken LBC Radio to have to give this dossier to the police for them to investigate.
This party, this movement, will always be implacable campaigners against anti-Semitism and racism.
In September, Labour's ruling body agreed to adopt in full an international definition of anti-Semitism, but the party is still wading through a backlog of alleged cases. And now this.
I'm deeply concerned. It's very clear that the Labour Party is still not dealing with allegations of anti-Semitism. And here we have a leaked dossier, 45 cases now going for criminal investigation, yet the Labour Party simply sat on them. It's absolutely outrageous.
A Labour Party spokesperson said, the Labour Party has a robust system for investigating complaints of alleged breaches of Labour Party rules by its members. Where someone feels they have been a victim of crime, they should report it to the police in the usual way. If the Metropolitan Police find evidence, arrests, charges or even prosecutions could follow. That could put Labour in dangerous territory. Nick Martin, Sky News, Westminster.
Good evening. Britain's most senior police officer, Cressida Dick, has revealed that a criminal investigation has begun into allegations of anti-Semitic hate crime among Labour Party members. She said it appears there may have been a crime committed. It comes after an internal Labour Party dossier detailing messages posted by members online was handed to the Metropolitan Police in September. Anti-Semitic hate crime involves hostility towards Jews, ranging from verbal abuse to assault. The Labour Party itself is not under investigation. Our Deputy Political Editor, John Pienaar, has a story.
Today, no escaping this question.
Mr Corbyn, any response to the police investigation?
Good morning.
Any response at all about the police investigation?
Good morning, how nice to see you.
Do you think the Labour Party...
Good morning, how nice to see you. Goodbye.
Are you finally going to take action on this, Mr Corbyn?
Goodbye.
Jeremy Corbyn badly wants to put this row behind him, but the accusations of anti-Semitism in the Labour Party follow him, whichever way he turns. Labour's been split and the leadership under attack for months. Critics want more action, more regret at cases of anti-Semitic abuse. Corbyn loyalists claim the problem's exaggerated, but now police are on the case.
We have been assessing some material which was passed, in fact, to me in a radio studio, of all things, about 2 months ago. And we are now investigating some of that material because it appears there may have been crime committed.
The leaked file at Scotland Yard includes an online message calling one female Labour MP a Zionist extremist who's about to get a good kicking. 4 cases are said to be under particular scrutiny for potential hate crime, though not Labour as a whole. Some Jewish Labour MPs say it's a lesson to their party.
The Labour Party, particularly in the wake of the Jo Cox murder, has a duty of care to its members, and they should have referred these matters themselves to the police. As a Jewish MP for whom the Labour Party was the natural home, I now go around feeling fear and always looking over my shoulder.
Jeremy Corbyn commands huge Labour loyalty, many, like him, critical of Israel. But he agreed under pressure to a new definition of anti-Semitism and promised support to British Jews.
The row over anti-Semitism has caused immense hurt and anxiety in the Jewish community and great dismay in the Labour Party. I say this to all in the Jewish community. We are your ally.
Senior figures accept there's more to do.
We have anti-Semitism in the Labour Party. We've improved our measures to deal with it. I don't want any anti-Semite in my party. We want them out. And if they're guilty of hate crime, we want them investigated and convicted too.
Accusations of anti-Semitism may already have cost Labour many Jewish supporters. Political opponents, from Theresa May down, mean to attack on this front, convinced it'll hurt Labour and maybe hinder Jeremy Corbyn's chances of winning power.
Shame on you!
There's anger and frustration in the party, but the main political casualty could be Labour itself. John Pinar, BBC News.
Well, whilst we're on the subject of tricky political issues, the issue of anti-Semitism in the Labour Party has given Jeremy Corbyn a very difficult and turbulent few months, understatement of the year to date, and it doesn't look like it is going to get any easier anytime soon. Indeed, the Metropolitan Police announced today that it had begun a criminal investigation into allegations of anti-Semitic hate crimes. The claims relate to a leaked internal document passed to the Metropolitan Police last month. And whilst the party is not under investigation itself, it makes the challenge of drawing a line under the row even more difficult.
Good morning.
Any response at all about the police investigation?
Good morning, how nice to see you.
Do you think the Labour Party...
Good morning, how nice to see you. Goodbye.
Jeremy Corbyn left home without commenting on the criminal investigation into allegations of anti-Semitism in the party he leads. A leaked Labour Party dossier of allegations had been handed to the Metropolitan Police Commissioner herself following an LBC radio interview in September.
Expressions such as "we shall rid the Jews who are a cancer on us all," or suggesting you push Jews off a tall building, that's certainly worth a look at, as they say in policing terms.
If somebody makes an allegation to us which contains something like that, absolutely we will take it seriously, we will scope it, we will see whether a crime has taken place.
Many of the 45 cases in the dossier are too offensive to broadcast, but it includes comments about, quote, a Zionist extremist MP who hates civilised people about to get a good kicking, and a Labour councillor accused of subjecting a child to 10 years of hell with racial slurs, including Jew boy.
If there is one bit of good that will come out of this announcement now, it will silence the very small number of voices who say that there isn't a problem with anti-Semitism on the British left. I'm afraid there is.
The Metropolitan Police is now investigating some of these allegations as a criminal matter, and prosecutors are also involved. A spokesman for the Labour Party, which is not itself under investigation, says anyone who feels they've been a victim of crime should report it to the police. Jewish MPs want to know why the party didn't do that.
I think the Labour Party has a duty of care to all its members, its councillors and members of Parliament, and they should have, if they saw allegations of race hate crime, criminal acts, they should have referred that to the police and told the individuals concerned.
The anti-Semitism problem has bedevilled Jeremy Corbyn's stewardship of the Labour Party, setting senior members publicly against each other.
It's not true. Yes, you're a lying racist. Really? Why don't you go and check the history? Nazi apologist. A Nazi apologist.
In September, after months of pressure, Labour's ruling executive finally adopted the full international definition of anti-Semitism. But Jewish representatives remain to be convinced.
Its action is louder than words. We still need to see the anti-Semites kicked out of the Labour Party. We still need to see disciplinary allegations concluded with transparency. And we need to change the culture of Labour.
But the revelation that the police are now involved suggests the party has yet to disentangle itself from the knotty problem of anti-Semitism in its ranks. Carl Dinnan, News at 10, Westminster.